Good morning, guys. Hey, hey. So we're gonna continue Disco Elysium today, and at least for the morning. Then we'll see. Just 1 second. I need to check something out. Okay. So we the last time we came into a new area, and then we had to stop the run. So we'll continue straight from there. And let's do this. Okay. The smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to him, which is this guy. We discovered this part of the back of where the murder, the guy was hanged. We saw this kind of wall.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
This is locked. Pass through in the dimming light, some things become clearer. Okay. Put skill points into conceptualization. Now, I don't think I have skill points to conceptualization. Would be, where is it? This one. Understanding creativity is the art in the world. Okay. Okay. This kid is
trying to sneak up on me again.
okay. It's not giving us any new info. Then we have the door, I think, to go up. And then we have this. Okay, so I think the only thing we have is to go here now before continuing. Twitch integration. Right. You have to enable the discoelysium. Overlay. Okay. So now you guys should have the option to also use the bot for the response. Okay.
Can't get involved in this.
Wait, what was the... Okay, tab is the button to highlight everything. So we have to go here.
There must be another way into the building.
So much for a quiet smoke.
There must be another way into the building. Okay. Okay.
I knew I should have quit.
Okay, so I don't think we can do anything here. So we are going back in here. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
Do the Saint Vision roundabout north. Cape-side apartments. Okay, so I think I have the gloves
Look
that I
at
have
me
to
when I'm
remove.
talking to you.
+1 interfacing, +1 electrochemistry. There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Okay. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it. Looks like there was more construction here on decades ago. Elysium. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain 338. Your room in Whirlwind isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greetings.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
The board of White Pine, the owners of the harbor. You gentlemen must be the RCM. She steps closer and holds out her hands over the railing. Joyce L. What does the S stands for? I remember hearing from what give us away? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
He's trying to signal something. He wants you to play up your condition.
Okay.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group. Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck. Under their feet, green and white sails flutter overhead. Okay, wait a second. I need to adjust the camera. Okay. Cool. Not a lot of people on boats are there. Does she have a name? Do you have a license for this boat? I think I have a handle on the boat thing.
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Good.
Okay, tell me about Wild Pine. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Okay.
Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you.
She has not registered the meaning of that remark.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for this. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pine get all these
They
billions?
started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Easterlers 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Sorry, guys.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade and Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. I am glad you see it that way. To repeal the Act would mean repealing the coalition government. The one that leases you the right to police West...
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
An opening gambit, surely.
Sounds like an opening gambit. Proceed. What are you going to do?
So I hoped. But this type of opening is usually followed by a more reasonable offer. I've yet to hear one. Just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
This checks out.
Okay. The scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrog, come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
She's being sarcastic. Don't take her performance literally.
course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
It's interesting because to see how much lore and background story they built for this game, for all the society, for how it works and everything in the political situation. It's a lot of work.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, Detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Okay, so an effective advocate for the rights of local working men, a gent leech sucking the life out of Rachel. So this is going against what she described them to be. This is giving her reason. This is basically a socialist mob, maybe, but it's still what our friend, our colleague said. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. I like this answer as an investigator.
Of course, officer.
One more thing, you said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the
Of
topic.
course. How else can I help?
What can you tell me about the
Quite
lynching?
a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating
The
something.
information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, I don't think I have my badge number because I lost it.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
I'm Lieutenant.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my father told you the residence from an initial medical prison, my last badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. It's worth sitting nothing.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Then I'll find someone. Let's talk about something else until I do.
Feelings will guide the way.
I failed. Okay. The 15 in doctrine. Wildpines felled, Kubri's tricentennial villas and LaSalle names of revolution and that spring into your head set loose at the mention of Wildpine. Royal Monopolies, Octopus and Swordfish, most of them gone now. EPB, Expander, Saint Baptiste, Vision Star, Loom, Resplendent Test, Welter and Ele Cassette, but isn't one missing? Wait, no, there were only 14. Then why do you feel like there was a 15 in the tribe? So if we internalize, from what I gather, I understood, if you internalize a thought, you have the slots here. When something involves that argument or require knowledge of that argument, you are prepared, basically. You don't have enough skill points. Okay. You can always also forget the stuff. Nice. But I need to know about this lynch. It's very important to me. It's the case I'm
I
solving.
assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer.
Officer, I don't remember anything except this lynch. There is only this ghost and this lynching. I'm not sure. Let's try this one.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it... Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
What rule was that we don't investigate the drug trafficking and we just, find my badge?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we're siding with the Union, or that we're on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done and demand for her information on the lynching. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would literally take months.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, Matt?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, man. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dockworkers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The end of the motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Why did you come to the RCM
We
earlier?
did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this...
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves
What is that, Lieutenant?
why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand. How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
Do you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you. The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done. Yes? Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance. Of course, Detective.
No begging. Where? Okay. Now we try this door.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked. The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door! I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No, I already told you. I won't be responsible. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Backyard door? There must be another entrance to the east.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
There is no reply.
Okay.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What
Okay.
else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Just want to know your name, little lady. No, don't use the tongue with me. I'm the law. Let's start with your blood type and go on. Yeah, when were you last tested? Just answer some question, okay?
Ask away, pigman. But I don't promise to answer.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Okay, so this girl is from the Union, probably.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Rivershaw. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world. Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cabs. And my name's not Mona, so... This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation. Yeah?
I have an opinion. This I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to stop you. This hooliganism. Don't have an opinion.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
She means the opposite.
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back,
Okay. So she say the door on the back. Did she mean this? Oh, we can try this one.
There must be another way into the building.
Oh, I can talk with him.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says, I'm quite worried despite the cold his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to...
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's definitely not
Not his real name. Yeah.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken?
We will remove the body as soon as possible.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the quartier again, old passages and dead house plants.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
You didn't answer the question.
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the dull and darkening sky, the neighboring windows stand silent.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. Let's try.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry. Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the
Good
lake.
luck with the investigation.
The smoker on the balcony. Task.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Okay.
A sturdy metal door. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Okay, let's try this one. Convince her that you're a real policeman.
You can't think of anything convincing.
Oh
Time
my
for some
God.
police brutality.
Okay. Ma'am, if you don't open this door, I'm going to introduce you to a lateral vascular neck restraint, and it's going to hurt.
No, you're not.
You don't scare me, punk. I may be an old woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
Okay.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
Madame,
There is no reply. The door rattled.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside. Doesn't matter. The police. Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Okay.
No. I already go check the backyard door.
Backyard door. With the smoker.
Yeah, but the backyard door is closed. Unless the smoker opened it for us from the inside.
must be another way into the building.
Okay. So I guess this is it for this kind of part. We have to rely on something else. Find a way inside a large apartment building in the north. So we have to investigate the lorries for the lady, and we have to find an entrance to those apartments up there. We did this. If we go inside here. There's nothing here, right?
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. You slip your fingers under the... If you want to try again...
Equip the pry bar.
Yeah, but I already keep the pry bar before. And...
This orange machine is buzzing like an old...
Okay.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker.
All right, we need to use the torch to move in here.
This old fireplace, the whole thing resembled...
We already see this. Wait a second, we didn't see this. I missed this. Oh, nice, okay. Because we came from here, we went up here, we didn't see this entrance. Okay. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Postcard, La Delta 51. Okay.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Okay, hello?
Again, your voice becomes a raspy croak mid-sentence. It's silent in the... Sire, may we suggest something? Think of the yelling into the furnace as a grand performance. Use your chest voice, not your head voice. Sing from the diaphragm. Perhaps it's not such a bad idea. Try it again, son. Again, your voice Sire, may we... Perhaps it's not such a bad...
Yes?
So the ghost of skyscraper is appearing to beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the city was built. The postcard is prepaid. Okay. Okay, so we can remove this.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a...
I don't think I have the strength to do that. Ah, okay, so it's closed for the night. Perfect. So to go back. Oh. +1 drama. +1 conceptualism, -1 suggestion.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own conscience, but those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Then what's your deal here?
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
A rhymesmith? This is quite credible. It goes with its cadence and way of speaking.
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Ok, conceptualization formidable. Is a poet. Hit him with your best verse. Okay.
Wait,
Oh,
there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like,
a mirror's temper is always zero. It is eyes in the veins. The camera is an X-ray.
Whoa!
He leans in,
What
his
else?
eyes right with attention. What else? It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He is transfixed by the words, where gaspingly you partake of a shift in identity never you know.
Dang! That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
I'm just a vessel for the muse.
Right. But really, no bullshit. That's great stuff. I sort of want to know if it's yours. Fucking hey! Seems I got you all wrong. Cops aren't much known for their artistic sensibility. It's good to meet a fellow poet. Someone with an appreciation for real text. The others here, so you don't really get it. I get you. When they really click, it makes the world seem manageable. Good to be on the same page.
you found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in that mirror, though, remember those words.
He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. The man taps his fingers, rhythm.
Oh, high-grade narco.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Well, wait.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Okay.
No, they usually get shipped to Grad.
Create
in
one
the
of those
Occident.
fun tracks with your
Though even
arm.
we're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment.
The man taps his fingers.
Okay.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does yet. What is art? No, art is for arm blowers. Why am I getting this? It's carto.
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Could I fit into art world?
Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop. Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home. Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals off the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery. The trite and derivative artists. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art.
Okay. So probably now I can check the wall, or I can speak with to the lady that was painting the other wall as well. What? So the lorries are 1, 2. Wait. Okay, I think it's too late, and probably most of the people are not here anymore.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the
The
window.
windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia.
What kind of sticker is
The
it?
driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The lieutenant nods towards a racist lorry driver. You think this lorry belongs to our top guy?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Okay. So I think that we need to go. We need to let the day pass.
Is this...
Oh.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in...
Okay. Who is this guy? Oh, there are new people. This guy is still sleeping.
The worker is in a deep. A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carab. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Still the dock workers ID.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID, and the man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick. You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document. No, he's looking the other way. Perhaps you find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy. Yum yum. Money. Think of all the things you can buy with this. The synopsis in the sleeping dock worker has little to say about your act.
Okay. I just stole a man's property as a cop. This is where the lyrics would be. Okay, let's talk with the manager.
Can I help you?
So about the money that I owe.
Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
I was wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
Kim is about to say something, let him.
I understand your predicament as the manager. However, I feel I must remind you that we are here to conduct an important investigation that also affects your business.
Forgive me for saying this, but your colleague seems more committed to drinking, and I mean no offense. It's really nothing personal. I just have to protect the interests of this establishment. Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
Interfacing medium success.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key before your guest key will open the lock. Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here. Yes, have you got it? Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already
I will pay you back
agreed
tomorrow. I'm
you
an
owe
honest
me?
cop.
As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word. Evidence being money. You can't stay here without... Not until you...
Okay.
I really didn't want
Okay.
to.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Okay, so... Dock workers shift card. Pay for damage. And here... Actual art degree, okay. I have to finish internalizing the other thought first. So we check these.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone,
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back.
transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
Okay.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal. There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning. There's no real use for them, it's just for vanity. A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high. I took them and arrested him for driving under the influence. That they are. I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back. No, that would be silly. I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
He flashes a smile, barely visible in the dark.
As I said, they are useless anyway. I should have remembered that.
But thank you. The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Okay. Hopefully. Okay. Hopefully the pawn shop is still open. Should be down here. Yeah.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among a sort.
Hello.
I want to ask
Let me
about
know if I can help you with
missing
anything.
gun again.
Sure thing.
Thanks for the review. Let's talk about something. What?
Sure, man.
Okay.
Yes, we'd like to sell these hubcaps.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains the pawn worker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course. I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
Okay.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
Okay, he kept the
The
7.
rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
No.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay. Oh, So these are all the checks. And how difficult they are for me. All the checks I encountered and how difficult they are for me. Because some of them can be tried again, but after a bit of time. This is very handy, and it marks on the map where it's the check, basically. Southwest entrance of the tenements. These are found by check. Those on white are able to try now. Okay, so this is not available to try now. Formula legend challenging. The barbed backyard wall impossible. And we have the central funerals, which is medium. We could do that. But now we go and get the room back so we can sleep and pass the day. And probably we can then talk to him at the balcony and unlock some other info from our colleague.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Utterly. And it through a PA system, by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. No, don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for him. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
No, fuck you. This feels right, you belong here. Okay.
Can I help you?
But yeah, I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad... Your body is ready, sire.
Yes, have you got it? Well?
Here's tutorial. Slam the bills down the gun, help you choke on it. It is sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow. The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Okay, so we got a skill point. But so what if I... Oh, okay. The thing is, endurance. Endurance is needed. I need endurance to lower the body, because the body smells a lot and I get to throw up basically. So that was the main challenge to pass the first part, I think. So yeah, let's go with that. The thing is, you just see the level up button highlighted, but you don't see like you have a certain amount of unspent skill points anywhere. It's a bit confusing. Okay. So now we can go upstairs. I think this is his room, probably. Then on the balcony. Okay, now I can speak with him.
Yes? What about me? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do. It's like you're locked down.
Something the matter?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hand.
Okay.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skill. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school, but this isn't an old school case.
So how do you tap the side of your head?
What? Think?
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant, but this isn't an old.
I can't say that it does.
The lieutenant produced. We all have our different mediums.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this.
Are they?
You could use a good, normal heal yourself.
That's because I'm half Sailite. It's a part of the world, officer.
Sail is a protectionist, isolationist, and isolary state.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Sailite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Sail. I'm a regular, Havashan.
A point of pride to him.
Good. Let's change the subject.
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even. A moment passes.
What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again? There's no reason. 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report. During that time, the victim had been stripped. Okay then.
I already heard
Was
this.
there anything else you wanted to know? No. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union.
Is this a strike then? Or the first?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging in navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the Union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
Should go on the owners into fame past and final to be why this little foreknowledge and I'm sure decide to bring them to big speed. This decision must ferment in me also nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side into big speed will do any favor. You're really smart. When the last 20 seconds decide on which side to ground into big speed. Why?
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant we should be careful. If we are not, the shit will be right in our faces.
Makes a good gesture towards the exaggerate the shit.
From an imaginary fact.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
So he told me that he would have speak to me, and they also have a quest. Okay, here probably. A ghosty burning wind washes over you. Kim can answer any injury requests you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the when you're coming today. Okay. Sing karaoke. Find money for rent and pay guards. Boh. There is a lady downstairs now.
The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant.
Okay, I can't speak with this lady.
Hello again, sweetie.
Okay, nothing new here. So let's go upstairs, and I think at this point, end of the day. Let's see. Nothing on the front page, rings a bell, strange. Okay. So I guess I'll go.
This is the door to the room. You.
Just a moment. You had some questions earlier, I
Okay.
believe. And besides, we should discuss our progress on the
Okay. That's what I was trying to do before, but okay.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum.
Where shall we begin? We should talk about the investigation, first and foremost. But I also remember you wanting to discuss the RCM.
I didn't know you smoked.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes.
Oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man, so we didn't even inspect the body. And there's still much to do at the crime scene too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough.
Sorry, I couldn't do more today. I'm just not very what am I?
We are both doing our best under the circumstances. Just don't drink tonight, please. As for the interview, we weren't able to find the union leader, Evra Claire, much less interview him. So that's on the to-do list for tomorrow. We tried to interview the White Pants rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Okay.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run about. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I'm trying for a long distance run. I want to raise money for Chai. Yeah, that's just how we run in Brazil. I don't know why I do things I do all the time. Yeah, it's part of a Jamrock shuffle.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
So what are our power exactly there, yeah?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Rebashul Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local state. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone
We are
resists...
permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal. Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability, perhaps even impossibility. Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Courron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM. Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if
they think you do.
The moral intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know that's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations.
Oh my god. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual, something almost self-explanatory, something ominous.
Who was Dolores
A
Day?
historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of
The
them?
moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
I have an opinion on the moral inter.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches blood and pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his finger. Things are better there. Point at the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest burgers organization protecting burgers' right. Matter side the immigrants liberal keeps fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilance sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
Thank you for this. Oh, say nothing, just in
The
the
dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like
It's
this?
our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the silhouette of the equestrian monument continues the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve our situation, at least do some good. We won't change anything here.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting okay. Yeah, so his room is the one near me.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with still not happening.
Okay. So we go
The
to
bed is cold and not.
crawling.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening. Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts for us.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Okay. What? Okay, this is a dream, yes. and it's clear where I have to go.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood? What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question. Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You remember your wife's hands on your face. I left or I was left?
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left, I was left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back. I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years
Very nice voice.
of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Stinky boy.
Limbic system. Anzi, dreptăria vein.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Okay.
Good going, buddy. Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What the hell is going on?
You
with me?
mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. No, I can take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Okay, speed is drugs, because he is also alcoholic and drug addicted. So yeah.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself. Slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay. Let me try again the mirror, if I can.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
No, I cannot.
The window stands broke. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy.
Okay.
The door is closed. This door can open still nothing.
Okay. Should I call the guy? No. Oh. Ah, yeah. This guy that comes every morning to... Okay.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and one loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it. Everything points to the dock workers union. The tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martin, which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them. I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them. That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay? One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
Okay, as long as they don't
Yeah,
go away.
streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own. But aren't you curious to know what they have
Yes.
to
They're
say?
in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that...
Okay, probably we go first.
It's
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of...
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, everything all right?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the World Big Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too. The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why did you need to use the phone
To
anyway?
let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel. That's just it. This isn't like him at all.
Okay.
You have more important things to worry about. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect, but they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping...
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh, sweetie, Gary's as loyal as they come. I'd trust him with my husband's life any day. Oh my, what happened to the water lock? Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of...
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that... Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need, right?
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban...
That's one opinion, yes.
She's used to playing off such insults casually.
My apologies, ma'am.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology. One specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists...
The quality of research at Revacholian universities has been on the decline, but you doubt there was ever a time when cryptozoology was embraced by the academic.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all... Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and...
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
Okay.
Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. By a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get... We hit it off, and... What?
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me about these rare
Oh,
insects.
sweetie, it's fascinating. I shouldn't bore.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Of course, dear.
Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
He nods and is, ooh, tough choice there.
What's the biggest cryptid? Tiniest cryptid. What's the most dangerous cryptid? Are there any invisible cryptid? This has been educational. The most
The
dangerous.
gnome of Jeroma. Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a ungainly little thing. Quite scary till a couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
I understand your skepticism, but that's what happens with things that are rare and stand out.
What's
Their
the biggest?
disappearance is most memorable, and they are least
The
likely.
biggest.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid. I'm glad you see it that way. Did we have anything more to do here?
Okay, we'll ask her again another time. So tiny so you can see through them.
The man ponders his cooking.
This is the mist.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does.
Ball is beating it. Photos of men overall toting guns and unknown place card. You see heart for bushes outside. No. Wait. Let's go to the body. First I want to see if I can.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Okay. So I think we have tools, clothes, reaction speed, drama, electrochemistry, physical instrument.
There he still is, looking right through you
Endurance.
with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated
Oh
to
my
that
God.
corpse smell. Emitting it is all.
Active decay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Legendary. Very high.
As you breathe
Yo.
in, the odor comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They do after 7 days, yes.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them, delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel, Fairweather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff. Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something. No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags. Someone could have cleaned the yard, but that's a question for...
I hear you, cop, talking shit about the Kuno. Come here and say it to Kuno's face. You wanna fuck me, huh? You wanna fuck the Kuno?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the Besmerties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
What? Are you trying to ignore me now?
Kuno, this boots shit is super boring, and the guy's a total Victopaz.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes. It's a sorry situation, I agree. That's for us to find out. Mr. Gart implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
These look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae. If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
It looks like there's a serial number on the right side.
Good. Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Better not
The
to-
sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Back off and look at the
The
guards.
cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Okay,
His
inspect the
torso
belt.
cut. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for lifting.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is their false kind for air transport, my brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes, motivated by the ongoing strike. You? Yes, it often is. This bell worries me.
Did you want him to stay up there? The rope is still
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points at the buckle trying to the belt. Did they climb up using the kid's ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
Back off and look at the
The
floor.
cadaver hangs from the
Inspect the
coat. An
tattoos.
intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a map of a night
A
sky?
map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
So am I.
A sudden ringing fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange dagger.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed.
A Trugat Sunshine. Mini.
Trugat is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces 2 metal capped ampoules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines
I
there.
have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse, peering into it. The lens needs adjusting then.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
The lieutenant says and shakes the paper, letting it dry in the cold wind. On it, a color-perfect copy of the dead man's tattooed chest.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use
Doing
it.
this for
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around. Sure. Just don't lose it.
Okay, it's no arms and a pack of cigarettes. Okay.
The glassy-eyed corpse.
Look him in the
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home. Just subaquatic terror. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
I'll put a pointer entrance.
I'm gone.
Review gun.
Into the wild pale in the past. Way out in the west.
I can see your gun, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me. A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer. Go ahead.
What's
Copper,
up here?
what do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions.
Why
you
do I allow
fucking
myself so much?
because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions? Here you go, you loony.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney. Between you and me, your name is probably Harry. You might be onto something there.
Why do I feel like I've got something terrible?
Because you have.
I hate you stink in your body.
Do I remind you of someone?
A child born with Moller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure I got out of that one? Coppellini.
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo.
Squid and take a step
Amuse
back.
yourself with my frank manners and my...
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a... This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good,
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he was upright after that. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored. Something is coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports her hanging.
Could it still be he was moved after that?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. Agreed. Especially on the neck. Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
He got lucky. Maybe he went to the toilet sometime before that.
Maybe.
A pool of blood.
The victim appears...
The fuck he...
Did we? I don't feel lucky. I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have...
Stop talking in riddle.
It means you
Back off and catch your breath.
I agree.
His personality is no longer
Totally dead.
The war longest towards his personality and its composition. There was a time for that, and it ended even 10 days ago. But they're not to say that way. We thought that these bastards not coming back. They did this.
That sounds about right, yes.
Back off and
but
catch your
there
breath.
is no breath to catch.
So we
Only
get
the
him
cadaver
down.
filling the air.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Of course. You have questions, don't you? The power of your imagination into the wild in the past, way out in the west. I'm a joke. There is nothing funny about jokes. I'm a killer. Go ahead, Coppo. Come back later, Coppo.
As you narrow your eye, this is a trick. You've done it with only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue.
Okay,
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach.
he doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Shoots to the ground. Seems like a lot of us, let's not do it. Maybe we could shoot him down. Maybe you can ask for help from the harbor.
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down. Okay, they do have the tools and the men. And since it looks like they put him there...
But what other options?
And someone else.
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Exactly, call the police.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I know it's hard, but I assure you, climb up there and sow the bread. There has to be a less risky way. With less, we are not getting him down already. Not getting him down is a task that's already accomplished. Sadly, it's not our job to keep him up there, but to get him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot it!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the bat.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain the
They'll miss! The pigs will miss, Kuno!
But what else can we do? Yes, we do.
Okay. Either shoot him down or ask. Shoot him
He
down.
breathes out.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
Che c'è dicendo? What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it!
Yeah, take the shot.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzleloader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's stance position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger. echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as...
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Look,
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remained. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate...
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno...
The lieutenant doesn't say a word. Just...
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
they only have...
This is the sorriest pair of pigs.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
It cannot be retried. Point the gun at... Give the gun back to lieutenant. Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Even. Yes.
The buckle explodes into
Oh,
tiny
12.
pieces, coming loose with a whir. With your hand numb from the recoil, you look at the body slump down. For a moment, the man appears to kneel in front of you, looking straight at you, helpless, trapped within itself.
Communism.
It takes a millisecond for the association to flash within your cortex. You have no idea. Then, the rigor in his muscles gives up, and he smashes sideways into the spring mud, letting out a horrid stench.
Fuck you, Kurpala!
Ace is high.
The Ace is High, a custom invented by the aerostatic brigades during the revolution, is used to celebrate success in Revachol.
Clap it.
The lieutenant takes a little hop to perform the customary salutation. Your palm hurts from the slap. It's precise and
I knew these guys were
Kuno cracks with laughter. Sounds like someone strangling a seagull.
I knew they suck each other off.
We will perform a field autopsy and determine the cause of death. But before... Excuse me. It looks like I feel like taking a break from the stench. I'm sorry to interrupt the jubilations here. Just a little breather before we do the autopsy. In the meantime, we should try to interview Evrard Clare, the leader of the Union. Harbor property was clearly used in the hanging. The harbor just east of here. Getting in might prove a challenge, though.
But are we going to leave the body there?
I would also suggest we interview Joyce, the Wild Pines representative. But we've already done that, so good for us. One down, one to go. Yes. And those were the interviewees. Let's go.
Wait.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Oh, leave for now. Because he told that he want to do the autopsy later.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. I come from the...
Don't be charming.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid, there's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Well, it is a container. Maybe your
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too. We could try using a pry bar. The one you took from my motor carriage, or... We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he...
Okay, this is the picture of the tattoos. Field autopsy. Union boss of a trash container. Okay. So now we go and get the keys from the manager. Esprit well connect the station for to understand cop culture. Okay. Understand how to work your mirror neurons. Stand your back, keep your poker face. Electrochemist, go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Ah, okay.
Can I help you?
About is the trash container not back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you...
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the...
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that...
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism, Mazovian thought, or Mazovianism.
What are we talking about? Was this not about the trash container?
Was there something you wanted? What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Okay. We got it. Oh. Wait. Do we have the keys? I guess we do.
This trash container is locked with a well-oiled crack. The lock pops up. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the box of carton.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels you've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of... Drop them in here, officer. Guitar-marked blue jeans. Pockets empty, or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids, but I think someone from there.
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash. The lid was locked, and his establishment had the key.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant.
See?
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hand. Nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
For a bold inquiry, maybe I need to lose it for the great... I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, that's why I tried to flush my cop. I'd rather not talk with him now.
Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations, and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style.
Easier said than done. How could this pathetic cabbage of copy paper and plastic ever become très disco?
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility. The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't.
Is a full legend found in totals full of notes in a man's exclusive a closer look when it can be solved to start keeping notes in case.
It's the legend found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. It's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it still wet. The toilet paper peels off the plastic. An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescent. It is similar to the RCM watermark on your blazer the lieutenant mentioned. Didn't he say something about the headlights of his motor carriage? That you can read these there?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
Maybe yours will have how many cases, how many years you've been on the force, he's thinking.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. Yes, RCM vehicles have headlights tuned especially to reveal alert.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden paper, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs.
Ooh.
Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hand. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact is the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes. 2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting, yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cops. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominent. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done in...
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost it's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I pray his loved ones never find out. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. The ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It will do, barely. But the lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. 2 fat, shiny pens hang. He is not really saying anything, just standing there, looking at them. Absolutely motionless at first, then animated slowly, imperceptibly even, onto the paper with a brash free hand, uncannily similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's inspect the victim's body, get the body down, interview the cafeteria. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. Arson, petty theft, you don't exactly close them, so much as yes, you can piece them together using the alphanumeric code on the margin. It always begins with HDB 41, then date of initialization and time of arrival.
Harry is
on
the
the
name,
scene,
this is the surname.
followed by the title.
41
For
is
example, HDB 4112011.
41 is the precinct.
The next world mural. Why, yes, your precinct number is every last alphanumeric in the files begins with it. And these are your case files.
Harry.
It's safe to say HDB are your initials. Yeah, no. It takes about half an hour to piece one together using the system you've devised. Where do you want to start? Not much has changed in the meanwhile. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper, then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is you don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work. The rest of the stinking cellular, it's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is the permeables. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see with your hands. U4 sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. The acidic stench of rotting food.
Okay. Oh, I
An
can
intricate
interact
web
with,
of blue
with
line. It still
everything.
kind of looks like a map of the stars. For you to someone who knows about gone.
Okay. So these are all interactables.
It's just a racist mug. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage? Understood. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of...
Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're done here. I think we need to go back to the manager. And then we go to the car to check the watermarks and to also, I think we have another thing to do with the radio.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threats that solves itself. Thank you anyway.
I think fugue states are more your fault. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. Yes?
Okay. This is the
Let me
gardener.
handle this. Detective disorientated. Are you...
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. And so let's get to it. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of
Okay.
Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks.
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. Aggressive. You make your living enforcing violence.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent...
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all. And
Fuck yeah.
so ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Basically not unlawful, it's cool and funny, maybe you're just not a individual. I don't know we are that, but it's not Elysium is principled and strong like your socialists. I like that good start, let's take it a step further. Armed uprising, what are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that, let's ask those questions.
Look, a comedian. Do your job.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a...
I wait for that. I think one thing I need is to be able to crack
Fuck, does
and
Kuno
speak
care?
empathy. So I need empathy, okay?
Kuno doesn't.
Empathy. Ooh, empathy. Okay.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
It's still 40, but it's 50%. Let's try it.
It's not
Yes.
Kuno. It's Kuno-S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed it. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
Okay, but now it's a bit easier. Or not.
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always hides. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help.
Okay.
Also, Kuno, all in all, Kuno respects Matt.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
Fuck you!
she puts extra.
If Kuno wants to whisper,
Okay.
he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got it.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like,
He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it,
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower. But a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or up. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eye. Kuno falls silent.
Kuno, that's it. Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, You don't want...
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Fuck knows. She says it's the Song of Air people or some shit crazy people. The fucking neck...
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here, as far as possible.
So is like that man from Showdown shit. She could be. She could be that Showdown shit.
Revachol does have a small Suarese community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner.
You know this. The body goes into a kind of revulsion shock. Murder hangover. That's what it could have been. Kill the kid. Yes. Makes them look for a quiet, dark place and just hibernate there. Usually must have been her first one. You only get it on the first one.
I dunno. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home. She's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need... Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take...
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand? All right. Now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit!
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big, that's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Don't take for fucking ever. Kuno's got wheels turning. Kuno doesn't...
Okay. So, his dad has to do with drugs distribution, but they cannot distribute the drugs because the port is closed, so they cannot get the drugs in the city. Now the lorry thing, I wanted to do this guy thing.
Looking for something? Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything. God damn. Thanks for that, but...
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial
Perhaps it's good to agree to get him talking. He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. Damn, it didn't work. You should...
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kid boys smashed his lock and took damn near. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Drugs? You know where that... They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves. I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Not in, not out.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drugs?
I don't know shit. And if I did, what do you think?
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
Yeah, I know. Since he left, it's a fucking travesty, is what it is. Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his humanox law. Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
Yes, yes.
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit out of here. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right?
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Seal...
Guess so.
Okay. So he said in the south. This is not right.
Make way for the master poet.
No, wait. Oh, meanwhile, I can use this.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start.
He's down playing his... The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The lights unfold with a little click.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just...
Okay.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye. Do something important? Something murder-related? This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly... With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able, even at a standstill, the unit... Someone has waxed it recently.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look? $130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
7.2.
Saying these words brings him...
Yes.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? But helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wire... Maybe.
And means no.
Okay.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforate. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Let me see. Right here. Oh yes. Coal City.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. The first row has 18 dots. The next is the longest. It runs there are so many, it's hard to count. The last row has 3. That's it.
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officer...
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers, often...
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? Yes, that does seem quite likely. This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's call it what you want. Right. Those are your confirmed kills.
Okay.
You've got precisely 3 perforations there. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean, there are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually, but it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that everyone has their own method of coping. Some more effective, or self-destructive than others. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Why not gardening?
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for it.
Yes.
It's not a problem for him to state. The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page, to the right of the task description.
Okay. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. So these are the statistics, okay.
The 15th Indo tribe.
So, okay.
Because there was. The 15th Indo tribe was comprised of 8 kids from Forberg and North Jamrock, running from wild dogs in the valley, hiding scents under rocks, and stealing clothes off clotheslines, and sometimes even the copper wiring of phone lines. You may have been one of them. This must be a childhood memory.
Okay.
The 15th Indo tribe was your Indo tribe, set to rule in Cylinder. The rest of the kids are dead now. Car accidents and drug overdoses. Only you remain.
Okay, so I can internalize another thought. +1 enter scheme Kitsuragi. I can even look at this shit. Temporary. Let's do. Can you? Ah no, we don't have the slot. How do I unlock? You don't have enough skill points. So I have to use skill points to unlock this. Okay. So let's go. Wait, there was another thing to do with the car, I think.
Inside, You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and as you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if start.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isoleri law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Just a second. Sylvie Malaika on the... Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, you absolutely should. It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time. You hear the...
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Right.
10-4, come in. Fireworker. Roger that. 10...
Okay. Oh, so I can use the bag. So I can gather the stuff from the ground and sell it.
You see a Samaran street vendor. The name, Sile.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool. The goods you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang. You're right, officer. 100%. No playing around then. Strictly business. Me? It's a boring...
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachon. It's a bit of a slur, you know.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left. If you say so, officer, I don't worry too much. Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a
blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's...
Realizing he can't get out of it.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror. Nothing. I told you. I'm not...
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know.
No. He wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her.
It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
All of them. I don't know. I told
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The receipt?
all of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't know. I'm not all right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You
Persuade
can
to
walk
use
away
some
from here
money.
with funky sunglasses, detective.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about...
Oh, okay. But why?
After all this mess, the broken...
An investment? What kind of investment? Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment.
Okay. So nice. Quick save. Perfect. Because guys, I have to go now. So I will not be able to come back in the afternoon. I'm not sure if I may be able to stream later, but we'll see. If not, we'll see again for sure on Monday. Otherwise, if there is any extra stream, I will just write it on the social media. Okay, so thank you guys for being with me and for staying with me. This game is very cool. It's a lot sometimes with all the informations and you are listening to, but it's nice. So yeah, so again guys, thank you and see you. Bye bye, have fun.